Looking for a comfortable supermini or maybe a low-cost fleet car? This is the new Hyundai i20. In production since 2008, the successor to the Getz, Hyundai i20, is now in its third generation. This new version of the Hyundai's B-segment car features new styling called Sensuous Sportiness. It is manifested by the car's looks. The new i20 is 24mm lower and 30mm wider. It is only 5mm longer and the wheelbase is 10mm longer. The Hyundai i20 looks dynamic. Dominating the front is a wide grille. Lines on the bonnet could lead you to believe this is a power dome and that there is a powerful engine underneath. No, there isn't, but we'll talk about it in a moment. The car gets LED day running lights, which wrap around its corners. From the side, sharp lines under the window line and over the sills. Short rear overhang and a silver line cutting off the rear window from the roof and the tailgate make the i20 seem shorter. In the back, the LED motif from the front headlamps is repeated on the tail lamps but flipped 180 degrees. The lamp clusters are joined by a red plastic bar running across the tailgate. The tinted rear window merges with the plastic decor over the red line. There is a black diffuser under the bumper as well. The boot capacity is up by 25 liters to 352, making it a liter bigger than in the VW Polo. That is if you get a repair kit. A mini spare cuts the boot volume down to about 300 liters, and the mild hybrid models get even less. An interesting feature is this special railing allowing you to stow the parcel shelf behind the seats to save some space. It's similar to what you'll find in a Skoda Fabia. There is also a double floor, which means you get a flat loading area with the seats folded. The boot may now be bigger, but because of the angle at which the backrests are tilted, you may have a problem putting a cabin-sized suitcase on its longer side. There is very generous legroom here and only sufficient headroom for someone who is 175 centimeters tall like me, assuming the driver is also the same height. There is a single USB port and above it is a place to put away your phone while it is charging. There is no armrest, but there are large door pockets where you can store bottles as long as they are closed. In the front, the Sensuous Sportiness is manifested by a more slanted A-pillar and a lower roofline. Sporty looks have a price, mind your head, but once you take a seat, there is a lot happening. Upper trim models get a digital 10.25-inch instrument cluster. You can set up different display modes and assign them to drive modes, or they can be fixed if you want. There's also an extra one with little 3D cubes which make no sense because you can't see the rev counter or speed scale. In the middle you get either an 8-inch touch display, or if you go for the NAVI pack you get a 10.25-inch display which includes an 8-speaker Bose sound system, live updates, BlueLink connectivity and an acoustic windscreen. I'm not a fan of the OEM sat-nav solutions because there is always Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but the acoustic windscreen is worth considering if you're going to be driving on the motorway. You can charge the phone from a 12-volt socket or one of the two USB ports. There is also a large smartphone cubby with an optional wireless charger. The cup holders are very usable. There is an OK-sized glove box as well as a medium-sized storage under the armrest. The door pockets are large, and I noticed these strange bars inside. These are LEDs for the ambient lighting. Only blue, I'm afraid. Although the seats have no lumbar support adjustment, they are comfortable enough. The seats and the steering wheel are heated. Under the bonnet of her Sensuous Sportiness are mainly 3-cylinder petrol engines, mainly because there is a 1.2 84 horsepower normally aspirated 4-cylinder as well. There is a 1-liter 100 horsepower 6-speed manual non-hybrid model, and then everything else is a 48-volt mild hybrid with either a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed DCT, or 120 horsepower with a DCT. As this is a press car for the Polish market, I'm driving a non-hybrid 100 horsepower DCT model. It is marginally less efficient. All other specs remain unchanged, including the 0 to 100 km/h time of 11.4 seconds. I got 11 down a small incline and 13 on the way back up. 80 to 120 km/h takes over 8 seconds, so overtake with caution. The i20 gets some of the best driver aids in this segment with things like active lane assist and adaptive cruise control, as well as front collision warning, avoidance and reverse cross traffic alert with autonomous braking. As far as the ride is concerned, it is adequate, the visibility is good as well. However, as far as the virtual instrument cluster and the display are concerned, I don't think they do really anything to improve the driving experience. I mean, you could just deal with analog dials and everything would be fine. Driving long distance with the driving aids on is relaxing, but the i20 uses quite a lot of fuel. At 110 km/h on a dual carriageway with the cruise control on, I averaged over 6 liters per 100 kilometers, and it gets even worse in the city. Also, the headlights may be LED and they look all nice and bright, lighting up nearby obstacles, but on a dark and empty road they are insufficient. Good that there are cornering lights though. Prices of the Hyundai i20 start at €13,600 for a 1.2-litre normally aspirated petrol engine. A 100 horsepower DCT model will set you back at least €19,500. This test car with options costs around 26 grand. It seems like a lot until you realize you could have a more roomy and a more efficient Honda Jazz for that kind of money. The Hyundai i20 can be packed full of safety features, making it relaxing and easy to drive. If this is what you are looking for in a stylish package, the Hyundai i20 is the car for you. And what do you think about the Hyundai i20? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like my sarcastic, down-to-earth and possibly mildly amusing car reviews, join me every Friday at 3 p.m. Central European Time. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video, as it helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.